What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. In today's video we got a 2004 Toyota 4Runner. This is a V6 engine. So we got these caliper here. This caliper is seized, it's jammed. The brake pad is still good, so the customer just recently changed his pads and motors not too long ago. But this caliper was smoking, and it's pretty much backing up the pressure. Sometimes it could be a valve or something, but there's valves in this guy. And but other than that, we're gonna replace this caliper because this is where we have to start from always. So there's a line here, there's a 12mm here usually that's get jammed up, and you're gonna see fluid flow through here. That's fine. And be careful with the ABS sensor if it's attached here. Like this one's not attached to it, but usually it will be attached right there, right to this bracket, the same bracket here. But other than that, all we need to do is remove the 17mm and a 17mm prior to that. Let's see if we can get our brake pads out. If not, we'll take out the whole thing. At least we'll have the slider, these pins out. But if it doesn't come out, once the caliper is off the floor, and it should come off. But once it's hot, it's probably already gripping so much. Anyways, we're gonna have to turn that line. You're gonna see fluid flow, so take it easy. And this is the line that you can't pinch. A lot of people like to pinch lines, but enough said. Anyways, 12mm, 17mm, 17mm. 10mm for the line, and okay, this goes through it, so there's no opening here, so this bracket's gotta stay with it, and the two sliders here. So let's get this job going. Okay, to start with anything, what I want to do is let's see if you get this little guy right here. It's probably gonna come with a new caliper, so you gotta order. The store's not open, but this has got to get done. So this is the second one that's gonna come out. So I forgot to bring me a freaking hammer, so what I'll use is a socket here. So I got me a chisel here, a punch, I'm sorry, a punch. There you go, pretty smooth and easy. Okay, on the bottom one you got this little I forgot what it was called. It's like a little retainer, comes with your brake pad. So this is the little guy right here. Let's take it out right now. Okay, this is what it is. Save that just in case. Let's save all this. Most likely our pads are not gonna come out, but I'm not worried about the pads. So I should have had turned my wheel. If you turn your wheel, it'll be more easier. Now what I want to do is let's see if I can remove this 12mm right up here, and let's see if I can bring my camera up a bit. There you go, it's more like it. So some of the parts that you can't see, like I showed you, the two 17mm in the back, I'm gonna impact those out. But here's the 12mm. I'm gonna put that to the side. I got me two wrenches here. Okay, these are the two wrenches. What I want to do is I want to loosen this line right from where the caliper is. This is 10mm. Okay, so sometime that line will come off, sometime it won't come out. Oh, there you go. So the whole bracket moved with it. So what we need to do here is we need to, I'm sorry, the whole line moved. We need to take the caliper and turn, and then let's see if we can free up the fitting later on. We could put a something that's gonna turn for us. But I just wanted to loosen it, so I do want to put it back so we don't lose any fluid. So make sure your ABS cable is out. Okay, that's a 10mm up here. I forgot about that 10mm, so I'm gonna have to go get a 10mm. So it's like two brackets, one for the ABS and one for the line over here. So make sure that is out, and then pretty much it's gonna be out already, and the brake pads I'm not gonna release yet. Okay, so what I want to do is I went and got me a 10mm, so I'm gonna hold this bracket. I'm gonna see if this guy can come off. I had to use impact since we released the 12 already, because if you don't hold it, and it's gonna just break the whole line. So that's out. All I need to do is go through the back with the impact, and that's another part that you're not gonna see. Like I showed you already, it's a 17mm back there. I'm gonna use my gun here. Okay, so let's see if I could get two bolts off this bracket. That's one. That's two. So again, I'm sorry, but the two bolts from the back I already showed you. Just gonna have to bang them out. This is one. Let me get the second one. And here comes the second bolt. Okay, like I said, this caliper might not release yet. It's gotta cool off a bit, but I'll get a pry bar. Let's see if I can maneuver this guy around a bit. There we have it. I got me a pry bar. Okay. This caliper is locked in pretty much. Yep. It's definitely the caliper. It doesn't want to release nothing. Let's see if you could yank this guy off somehow, some way. Okay. This caliper is goddamn seized and jammed pretty well in there. So there's no way for us to unsqueeze this little guy. There you go. But once we get the caliper off, so this flexible line is gonna help us here now. So let's see where we can take this now. I'm gonna have to go from the bottom a little bit. There you go. It's really hot, so be careful. You don't want to burn your hands. The plan is to put it right over here and leave it here till, oh, there's our brake pads. That's what I want, for them to fall out. There you go. So we'll save these brake pads. We'll reuse them. So there's your caliper. It's off so far, and we'll get the new one coming on the way, and then we'll install it. So what I want to do is I want to take off the line. I have this special tool. I forgot about it. So it'll hold the line so it doesn't keep dripping, and all it does is it goes in the fitting. And I also want to spin the fitting with this little guy because the fitting is jammed. That's why we gotta take this caliper instead of the line. We gotta twist the caliper to get it off. You see what I'm doing here? I'm twisting the caliper to get this guy off, and that is okay. The line is kind of jammed up in here, and as you can see, we're gonna start to have fluid come out. And I'm gonna show you how to, because there's 3 different calipers for this guy. So make sure you get the correct caliper for your truck. Almost out, and you're gonna start to see fluid fall out. Yep, there you go. Let's put this on the floor. So remember, this is jammed up. So disaster. This thing doesn't even want to come loose because it's gonna be a deep socket. Maybe I can find another socket, but this tool right here, if you guys can see this right here. So how this is gonna work is, this is gonna go right in front of the line, and it's gonna block the line. And that's how that works. So we leave this baby alone, no more drips. Let's put this caliper away. But if you look at this, a number here, 13WH. That's the number you need to go by to get the correct caliper. So I'm gonna go see if I can find a deep socket, but that's hollow from the inside, so we can spin that little guy so it could free play, and it's easy for us to install the new caliper. Okay, here we are with the deeper socket, more hollow. I'm gonna give this second attempt with this little guy. So I'm gonna see if I can just spin that guy on this line, and that should free play it. So we're gonna take this guy off one more time. We're gonna start to see fluid all over, and that's fine. Make sure your reservoir stays full, and there you go. And we broke the line. We made a bigger disaster than it's supposed to be. We'll get another brake line, and we'll make a brake line. That sucks. That really sucks. So what I need to do here is, I need to block that line. So I'm gonna just pinch it with something. Okay. Sometimes things just doesn't go your way. I'm gonna have to go get a cutter to squeeze it. And what we're gonna do here now is I'm gonna just squeeze this line so the fluid can at least stop. Okay, there you go. Squeeze it several times. So can get this guy to really stop. I don't think that fluid's gonna stop. Maybe I can fold it and it breaks there. Okay, this is not my day. This is definitely not my day. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure this shit out. It's not easy to be a mechanic. Mechanic can be a tough freaking job. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to open it right here, and I'm honestly lost here by now. I'm really lost right now. I'm losing so much fluid here. Okay, pinching this line is not working. I'm not sure why. And there you have it. I'm trying to control this fluid. Ah, shit. Alright, I'm gonna have to pause here. This is disaster here. Okay, there you have it. I found a line which I could bend and twist. But right now, this thing has stopped leaking. And I had to heat the damn thing up to get it off. So, I'm gonna leave it there for now. And we'll take care of this later. Okay, here we are with the caliper. Remember, I showed you the number. The number in the back has to be 13WH if you got this particular vehicle. So there's the part number for this little guy. And comes with the hardware. There you go. We got the pins and everything over here. And good to go. Let's put this baby in the vehicle. Okay, I'm sorry about all this crazy lighting. It's just a bad spot for me today here. But got the line twisted and turned. Make sure you don't crunch the line in any angle, meaning it can't be just crunched from one spot or your brake fluid might come in and not release. So what I want to do is I want to have this out of my way. I did this to turn, I put this bolt in just to turn my line around the way I want. Got it routed, and I'm going to remove this little guy here. And let's put this to the side. It's time for me to put this caliper in. So this caliper, remember, the bleeder valve always on the top. If it's in the bottom, you got the wrong side of caliper, and some calipers can be mounted wrong all the way through up to the point where everything will align. The bolts line, everything, the lines will align. Everything will pretty much align. So here we have it. Both of the bolts are in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock up both of the bolts, and then we'll come back immediately after that. Okay, there we have it. The caliper's in. Very important to put the brake pads in. Remember the order you took it out, and same order. They're both the same brake pads, so it doesn't matter. So we're gonna use the new hardware here. Let's open this package up, and what we're gonna do here is, let's see if I can get everything out. All right, this is the most stupidest package. It should have been a zip tie. Anyways, we're gonna get this in a little bit. Then we gotta put this little guy right here. So it goes in this direction because it sits, look like it's bent. So some of the stuff that they sell you is kind of already destroyed. Okay, this is a better clip, the old one. So how this goes is, oh, the pad went in too far. That's fine. We're gonna bring the pad out. So it's gotta go through both of the pads. The slider pin. I don't know why I'm calling it a slider pin. It's not a normal. Let's tap this baby in. And if it's not lined, it might not go through, but gotta play around with it a little bit. So it's not lining with the hole here. There you go. Should be pretty easy to go in. I just need a better tool to tap it with. Okay. There you go. And that's how easy that is. Don't forget to put these little clips in, because if you forget these, the slider pin or this pin will come out. and your brake pad will just be in another word. So make sure you get these little guys in. My hands is kind of all greased up a little bit. And we're gonna get this side in also. Okay. All right, I'm gonna fix this baby up in just a moment. These clips can be real stupid to put in, but they gotta go. They pretty much gotta sit in the pin, in the hole, and on the back of the pad. So now we're gonna get the second one in. Same thing, move it around, it should be pretty easy. Let's see if you got the second pin in here. It's not even in here. So we're gonna have to use one of the old ones. There it is. I'm gonna put this baby in right here. There you have it. And all I need to do here is put the line in and then bleed the system, and that's how simple that is. And make sure you put the 12mm. Make sure this line doesn't go hit to the back, but it will just twist around here. Anyways, thank you for watching my video on how to replace this caliper. It should be very simple for you to do it. And don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. See you guys on the next video. And like I said, you still gotta put the line in. Make sure it doesn't leak from there or to the point here, both points. And make sure you bleed the system out. All right, thank you and bye bye. See you guys on the next video.